against the Pune Devils.
Good. Makes it unique subcontinent flavour. I love it. So about Lasith Malinga, so no surprises with this action. Seeing people.
Well, thank you so much, Danny. I've got with me the man who was on a roll yesterday, picked up 3, Sohail Tanveer. Sohail, what changed for you yesterday, or rather what clicked?
Well, in T10 cricket, I mean, you try your best every day. Sometimes it clicks, sometimes it doesn't. So idea is, I mean, in T10 cricket, try to be economical as much as you can, because wicket does matter, but more importantly, it's about being economical, I guess, in T10 cricket.
Well, that's very true, and 2 big ones with your own colleagues yesterday, Shoaib Malik and Hafiz. Which one did you enjoy the most?
Well, every wicket counts, you know. So I enjoyed every wicket. I tried my best to get a hat-trick, but it didn't work.
Right, so who's the man on your target today from the Tigers?
As I said, I mean, every wicket counts for you. It depends what target we're going to set, and then we'll bowl accordingly.
Well, what's your plan Morris? He's the man who's performing from the Tigers, though.
Look, as I said, I mean, when you go to the middle, you assess the condition, you assess what the target is like, then you make your own plans. So I don't plan it like, obviously you make your plan A, but plan B is more important. When you go inside the rope, you assess the pitch, assess the condition, what is the requirement, and then you make your plan.
That's right. It's been a tournament which is a little tough on the bowlers because it is called the batsman tournament. Yet with the Kalandas, both sides are clicking, all bases covered. Your bowlers are performing, your batsmen are performing. So does that take the pressure off a little on the bowlers because your batsmen are doing so well?
Well, as you said, I mean, we have a balanced squad. We covered all the bases which is required, especially for T10. We have good spinners. We have bowlers who can bowl in power play. We have bowlers who can bowl at the death, and then we have some youngsters who bowl in the middle. So yes, obviously, when your batting is scoring runs, it makes a bit easier for the bowlers to defend it.
Right. Your coach yesterday actually told me about a system in place for the Columbus and the development.
Well, obviously they've been working since I think 2015 or 2016, and they have developed many fast bowlers. Especially when it comes to fast bowling, they have developed many fast bowlers. You have seen Haris Rauf playing for Pakistan now, and you have seen few youngsters here. Daniel is playing, and we got another youngster playing today. And it's the system. Actually, they work on a grassroots street cricket. Basically, I would say they hunt players, and then Akibai is doing a wonderful job as far as fast bowling is concerned. He has developed many fast bowlers, and I'm sure there are many more to come.
Indeed, and I'm glad you mentioned Daniel because the two of you stood out yesterday. As a bowler, what do you personally like about his form?
Well, he got good brain. You know, in T10 cricket, you've got to be ready that someday you will go for runs. So you don't let your head down. You know, if you go 1 or 2 boundaries, you're still eager to come back. So I think the best thing about him is his confidence, which really inspired me.
And that's a very interesting point because what is the kind of preparation that you need mentally for a bowler? Because in a format like this, you will get hit.
Yeah, I mean it's about being confident, being mentally confident. I mean, as I said, I mean, you will go for runs. T10 cricket is about scoring, you know, batsmen go, they hit you out. I mean, edges goes for the boundaries. So you don't get scared. Right. That's main idea. Don't get scared of being hit.
Well, all I can say is that the Kalandas are looking fearless. Back to you, Danny.
Oh, Ridders. I'm loving the Bollywood movie theme. Disco, disco, disco. Oh, well done, Ridders. Listening sideline. Long over this. He was so on the button with his timing, point of release. But to run it, that action, everything has to be in sequence and timing. 17 for Soba. 1 to go.
3 wides, 2 boundaries. He's still a youngster. Played obviously in the under-19 Sri Lankan team in the most recent World Cup.
And that's the quicker one. And he got that right. Radar was good there. But 18 off the 4th. 39 for 1 now. Standing out like a big lighthouse. His fourth over. They're going to take this batting floating power play. 2 mandatory. And we're up against Majid, who's going to come up into the breeze. Will be fascinating. It's Sahil and Sajil. Sahil's nicely set here. 23 from 11. Sajil hasn't quite been able to strike. So this momentum into his innings. We're looking forward to this challenge. Decided to go with the floating power play. I thought Faruqi was going to bowl. They changed it.
Yeah, that's what happens, isn't it? When you have that floating power play, you bring on your best bowler. The problem for Mujib is every over that he's really bowled in this T10, it's been the power play or the floating power play. Only 2 fielders out and another boundary.
Yeah, and I also think majority from that far end with the breeze. He's bowled with the breeze. So batsmen have to hit back into it. He's had a little bit of that as a backing. Not so with this one. Yeah, and he's too short. And he hasn't got away with that either. Back-to-back boundaries in the 5th here. Kalunders.
I don't know if this is the right tactics, and it's because of the end as well. Because from a batting perspective, they're hitting with the breeze. And we've seen already throughout this competition that fast bowlers have been more effective than the spinners. So you can sometimes shut down part of a ground with the fast bowlers. It is a lot harder as a spinner. I mean, there's some talented spinners out there, no doubt about that. But it is a tough ask because they don't have that pace and there's not a lot of turn here at the stadium.
He's such a flight bowler too, isn't he? Deception of pace and through the air and dip. Of course, it's very different with quite a brisk breeze in today. It hasn't been started though. It's just amazing how it tapers off into the evening.
Changes now, so long on, he's back and deep mid wicket. I much prefer this, shutting it down, coming around over the wicket, so spearing in at the legs.
Protection. Again, you just see the difference in lengths for Majid with this change and into the breeze. Challenging. So captain gets the strike back and he's going nicely. Striking at 213 is Sahil Akhtar. 1 to go in the 5th. They're looking for a milestone here, the team. Can't bring up the 50 yet. We've had 5 and it's 49 for 1 now.
Halfway through the Calanders, 49 for 1, sent into bat by Andre Fletcher, captain of the Bangla Tigers. Dream 11 fantasy points tournament leaderboard, no surprises there. Nicholas Puran 300, Tom Kohler Cadmore, who's been very good. Sahil Akhtar now up there, He's 32 from 16 today. His opposite, Andre Fletcher, skipper of the Bangla Tigers, and Evan Lewis from Delhi Bulls. On that list, Karim Janat is the new bowler. New combo up here as well. Graham Swan in alongside me.
Good afternoon. Hello, good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world. Hope the sun's shining for you, as it is for the boys here in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, whipped away. Very first ball from Janat. And Sharjeel has said, I'll have some of that on the leg side. Picks up a big 6.
I'll take that as our first ball on comms, Tony. This sounded absolutely glorious off the bat. Right in the slot, angled in at leg stump. They're not particularly big boundaries here, but this has gone a country mile. Great shot.
Yeah, a little jog in, have a little warm-up ball. Tigers, the owner's box.
John Travolta there.
Lovely, lovely slower ball. Should be out. He was on his heels though. It was the skipper. I know he's got a sore quad. Andre Fletcher, he was backwards. He just wasn't on the move. Beautifully bowled.
It is beautiful, but he's saying, I don't know. He's shaking that hand. He's not claiming the catch. He's just saying, I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the umpire, see what the soft signal's going to be. When you're ready, lads. Whether I think it's out or not. So they think it's out. The umps think he's gone. And so now it's the third umpire who will be judge, jury and executioner.
Front foot, fine, no issues at all. Beautifully bowled slower ball, change of pace. He had Sharjeel all over the place. Do the hands get on? Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, I think fingers underneath that. If you played the game, Graham Swan, as we both have, that is fingers underneath the ball. You can see quite clearly there. It'll look like there might be an element of ball on the ground, but I don't believe there is. Have a look at the fingers underneath there. Yeah, no issue with that at all. I'm okay.
I'm happy with this. I think we'll see the red background, the big 3. There we go, OUT. So well done, umps on field. Well done Fletcher as well for saying, you know what, I'm just not sure. 50-50, I think I've got it. Sharjeel Khan's gone for 15. Kalanda's 55 for 2.
Queenslander Ben Dunk, 6th match of his T10 career. Strike rate at 216, very useful indeed.
He's played a bit of cricket around the world. Hails from Australia, of course. Queenslander. Played for Tassie as well, I think, on his day. Umpires are just wondering whether the batsman crossed or not while this ball's in the air. They forgot to check that. Let's have a look now. Let's see if we can do the umpires a favour. It's a good catch coming forward. And there you go. I'm not sure.
That's brilliant from Andre Fletcher. He wasn't 100% sure. Umpires on the field thought it was out. Third umpire just confirmed that. Good decision made. Karim Janat with a 6 off the first ball and then a wicket. Good bounce back stats.
Made his mind up quickly as well, the third umpire. I like that. No faffing around.
Dunk's underway. Patel, good to yours, Swanee. Back inside today, batting at 5, he told me.
Yeah, he's been itching to get back in the team. Played in the first game, and Shahid freed his arrival. Meant that he was eased out onto the bench. Needs to be playing, needs to be out there. He's a stalwart now. It makes me feel ridiculously old when Samit Patel's an old timer. I was a young whippersnapper when I was around. He's even got grey hair as well now.
Good smart cricketer, Samit Patel. Slow ball, short one. .14 and over. Probably minimum required for the Kalandars. It's so good throughout this early stages of the tournament. 4 from 4. Oh dear. Gets away on him, that one.
Yeah, that's a wide on next week's wicket as well.
Job so far, the Kalandars, through this tournament. Found the way in each game. Good players, good combinations with bat and ball.
Yeah, they've played some great cricket so far. And quite a wise team. The wise teams today will be hitting down with the breeze. Get out the Kalandars flag. So very proudly up there at the top of the stand. We've noticed that the wind, especially in the first game of the day, fun in the sun, match 1 of the day. Always has a bit of breeze. The jewel in the dusk tends to calm down. Fight at night, still as anything.
Good finish to the over from Karim Jannat. After going for 6 off the first ball, the over's gone for 11, picked up a wicket. 60 for 2, 6 gone. Overs remaining here. Game number 7 of the Super League stages of the Alubon Abu Dhabi T10, powered by Sky247.net. Another triple header today. So much cricket to look forward to. And it's the top of the table. Kalandars unbeaten. Fazal Haq Faruqi, just the 3rd match for him. It's an opportunity to bowl into that fairly stiff breeze. Around the wicket to a 3rd man and backward point up inside the circle. We'll have a cover. Andre Fletcher, you can see just moving away to the left of your screen there, and fine leg up inside the circle as well. Might have a look at first ball. No, it's downwind. It's downwind. It's too long. I don't think he got that all that well, Sohail. He'll pick up 6, not easy.
I just talked about that breeze. It's going to hit down the ground, hit this direction. Just twisted in his hands a little bit. I think he got enough. Once it's up in the air, like a golf shot, just carries on going.
Towards Fletcher, just the one.
Do you remember yesterday, Dawley, you saw a bit of an injury? Oh, there we go. Kathigoda, he went down. He had to be whisked away in an ambulance. And the news coming back, it's bad news for him. He's going to have knee surgery. That's going to take place back in Sri Lanka, so he's been flown back. We wish him our best. We hope everything goes smoothly. Never like to see that on the cricket field.
Dunk picks up 4 this time. Flails the full toss past extra cover into the boundary for 4.
Clever batting from Dunk, got the full toss. Hit with the wind, don't hit it too square, just hit through the line. Really is tramming when it hits the boards. Picks the gap beautifully.
26 off 12 yesterday for Ben Dunk. So Hal Akhtar was 20 from 11 in that win over the Arabians. Nice response. Yeah, just looking at that injury for Kathigoda, it can't have been when he landed. He must have twisted it or done something in the bowling action. And it is slightly unusual action. I think he's done it when he's bowling. I don't think it's falling over, because I mean there's nothing there. I think he's done the left leg or the left knee in that bowling action.
Well, it happened the delivery before as well, didn't he? Went down twice in 2 balls. Twice in 2 balls, I should say. So this was the previous ball. This is the first time he went down. We saw him go down, and this resulted in a run out. He was down, he got the big shout, and he went back up, took the bells off, but then watch afterwards, he went down in a heap.
Just the hyperextension of that left knee, it looks awkward, doesn't it? As you said, echo your sentiments, Graham Swan, and wish him all the best. Good Yorker. Again, a good response. 6 first ball. And pulled it back quite nicely. 7 gone, 73 for 2. Samit Patel, the Sultan of Spin, and Chris Jordan. It's a powerful lineup, this Kalanda's outfit.
Yeah, I like the Sultan. Bowled beautifully the other night for a couple of wickets. And we said the other day when Kalanda's played, they seem to have most bases covered. And 4 from 4 as well, so there he is, Sultan of Spin. Of course, it's normally Sultan's a swing, but I think you swing bowlers have had enough of it over the years. We want a Sultan ourselves.
Lovely start, Kate Ahmed. Whether he saw him coming or not, but beautifully bowled.
Smiles all round. God, he was winding up, wasn't he? He was winding up to hit that into Abu Dhabi High Street. Case is a good bowler. Saw him coming, just dragged it back. He's bowling with the wind, so anyone hitting down the ground has to have a full piece of it. Just send it for 6.
Inside the edge. Down to deep mid wicket, so good start, Case Ahmed. Got to go here, don't they? The Kalandars, they need 110. 115 minimum, you'd think, batting first.
Yeah, anything less this stage of the tournament seems to look a bit thin on the ground.
Once again, chance at the bowler's end. No, it's stuck in his hand.
Well, it's been a cracking over so far. Case puts a lot of evolutions on the ball. This one's just the front of the hand skidder. First two, it's good rep, so it gets a bit of drift.
Dragged down, too short. So he gets away with it. It'll just be one.
Happy days for the bowler there. And you bowl it short and bowl along up on this pitch, you fear the worst. I think Ben Dunn's eyes lit up so much, blinded himself.
Beautiful bowled. Just the single, can finish the over off. Just the 5 from it so far.
Just 13 balls left in this innings. This is the kind of time the ball to disappear out of the ground 3 or 4 times at least.
Is that gone? Over extra cover. Couple of bounces out towards that boundary. Can't get there. Well done, George Garton. Excellent throw as well. So just the 2. 8 gone. 10 and over. 80 for 2. Just seen a superb over and maybe a contender for the Dream 11 game-changing moment of the match from Case Ahmed. Really put the screws on. Most runs in the T20, Abu Dhabi T10, sorry, in the 2020 Abu Dhabi T10. I'll get it right in a minute. Because we're playing the 2020 competition in 2021, so don't get confused with that. I did last night. There will be another T10 this year.
I'm glad you're not the only one who got confused.
Yeah.
It sent me all over the shop yesterday.
So you might see that our graphics do have 2020 on them.
Yeah.
So that's just a reminder that this is last year's tournament, although we are being played in 2021, and there will be another one of these Abu Dhabi T10s this year. So don't get confused by that like I just did, please.
Apparently the same thing's going to happen to the Olympics.
Close. Yeah, so for those of you who have been messaging me saying we got our graphics wrong, I hope you still message the IOC.
Yeah.
What National Olympic Committee.
Or even better, just message Dooley back with a full formal apology, please.
That's a good option.
On headed notepaper.
Yeah, please. And signed. And dated.
You know, it's one of those things I'd noticed 3 or 4 times. I just kept quiet, hoping that someone else would speak up about it. And as soon as I did, I wish I hadn't. But let's face it, everyone, we live in a crazy world at the moment, so what does a number matter?
Oh, that one's gone. That has gone a long way up on the bank. They needed some boundaries in the last couple of overs, and they've got them. A little bit of angle in from the left armour Faruqi. Ben Dunk really pounced on it. Oh, back with a point this time. And away to the boundary for 4. That's really well played.
What a beautiful 1-2 that is. Hosted out of the ground one side, guided away the next ball. By the way, just purposely opens the blade, signs it over the top. Wonderfully played. You're good at hurling.
Nice hand, not out yesterday. Ben Dunk. Oh, straight down the ground, downwind, long enough. Yes, it is. 6-4-6. It's the over they needed.
Yeah, this is sensible batting, hitting with the wind like we talked about earlier. At first, long on thought he was in business here. Came really round to take the catch. Couldn't quite get very far underneath it, Dunk, but he got enough behind it. Bowler thinks he's in business, then all of a sudden that wind just doesn't allow the ball to come down in time. Just breaks another one of our advertising boards.
Last ball of the 9th over. Oh, full toss, gets it in towards the gap at mid-wicket. Should be a couple. 19 runs from the 9th over. 99 for 2. 1 to go. The best over of the innings, just trumping the 4th. And they make a strong finish here, maybe post 115.
Well, Case is the man, and he went for 7 in his last over. It's a lovely over. And the batsman will be hitting back against the wind.
Hale on strike. Goes straight up, should be out. Should be taken, charging in. Oh, that wind's just kept taking it away from big George Garton. It was a bit casual at the start, then it just kept spinning back towards the bowler.
Yeah, he's just cruising in off the line, thinking this is going to carry to him. And you saw him just going through the gears, having to get quicker and quicker in his run. You see it slice underneath it, to Hale. There we go, we're jogging. Now the sprint, and the big dive. Now, ideally, you just don't look at the bowler now. Get your head down, put your hand up and say sorry, walk back.
And then he got 1 as well. After the knock on. So Ben Dunk back on strike.
Was a knock on as well in rugby terms. Down, Calendar's ball.
Square leg, mid-wicket, long off, long on, and deep extra cover. Looking leg side's the preferred option. Cloth that one as well. This should be no, doesn't carry. A good result though, 2 singles to start the over.
Absolutely. Yeah, just think those 2 shots from the other end. Keep harking on about the breeze, but it does play such an important role. We see the team start off with the win, so they can bowl. That's the hit against it in the 20th over, sorry.
Just that quicker one. Another single. Right to this from Case Ahmed.
It's quick, isn't he, when he does this? At least mid-70s. It's the sort of place where you start troubling batsmen, maybe you can move it through the air. Not mid-80s like you, Dawley.
Downhill, downwind, mate. You needed all the elements. And he gets the Yorker, and now this is brilliant stuff on the Case Ahmed.
Oh, so Hale's 48 from 27, Dunk 31 from 15. Both go very nicely. The score just 103 for 2. The Tigers doing a great job, Case in particular. Not come for a boundary yet in his 10 deliveries.
Still just the 1. Don't worry about charging again. Just keep those singles coming. This is superb. After a big over, the 9th over that went for 19. This is really nicely finished off from Case Ahmed. Can he do just one more time and make One more good delivery, produced just a single or two.
What's he going to go with? I reckon he's doing that seam quicker one again. If I was Dunk, I'd be looking for a late cut here.
Goes over, extra cover, straight to the man on the boundary. And that is a really good finish from Case Ahmed. And from the Bungalow Tigers, picks up a wicket, last ball of his spell, a beautiful spell, 2 overs, 1 for 12. And Ben Dunker, last ball. Patarana on the boundary.
Well bowled, Case, the baby-faced assassin. He did go with that quicker delivery. Bindon went for the big drive over the top. Could only pick out deep extra cover. Wonderful figures, 1 for 12. He had a point to his captain just after this. As if to say, thank you, skipper. You told me to bowl that. It's a wonderful effort from the Tigers to restrict Calanders to 104 for 3. He did go with that quicker delivery. Bindon went for the big drive over the top. Could only pick out deep extra cover. Wonderful figures, 1 for 12. He had a point to his captain just after this. As if to say, thank you, skipper. You told me to bowl that.